Try not to get too caught up in whatever else you're doing. Yeah, you definitely get inspired by people, that's for sure. And not just people's shapes and designs, but people surfing. You know, you feel like you see stuff and you're like, wow, I'd like to surf like that today. Or, so, yeah, for me it's, I love to look at what other people are doing, but not get too sucked in by it, because, you know, I just see it a bit like art, you know, like you do. Everyone draws slightly differently. So even if you try to copy someone's painting, like, it's going to be pretty hard because you've got different strokes, you hold the paintbrush differently, it's going to come out slightly different. So just embrace that. And I think, like I said before, it'd be pretty boring. You all shape exactly the same way, exactly the same tools. Surfing would be boring like that. And it's funny because, you know, me and Lukas like going to slabs and surfing barrels and stuff. There's definitely some like friendly rivalry between us where it's like who gets the best way today. And he used to be me, and now it's him. It's every now and again I get him, and the majority of the time I don't.
Is that a tough transition to make as a parent when you suddenly go, shit, my kid can surf better than me, and this is not so fun anymore?
Not at all. Like weirdly, like I said, it's yeah, it's amazing. It's like, just love it. I get as much buzz out of that as I do for myself. That's for sure. Yeah, going back to that. It's like figuring out like what waves you surf on, like, and then how style that you want to surf with, and then finding out the correct board for that. It's going to make a huge difference to your longboard, you know. And then if you're talking about nose riding, then if you look at the design, say, of the cherry picker or the double scoop, it's all about tail design, because nose riding essentially comes from the tail of the board, and that being in the pocket of the wave, and that gives you the lift and stability that you need to stand on the nose. So no matter what board you're riding, if you want to nose ride, you need to make sure you're in the right part of the wave, and the tail of the board is in the pocket and actually being held by the wave. And I see that's the most common mistake I see from people who are trying to nose ride. It's like running away from the pocket and being on face and trying to run to the nose and just nose diving straight away, because there's nothing counterbalancing the weight back and forth. So on a short board, to do a good top turn, you need to do a good bottom turn. And on a longboard, to do a good nose ride, you need a good setup. You need to be in the right place in the wave and put your board in the right part of your pocket so that you can stand on the nose. The key aspect of longboarding is flow, right? So by putting yourself in the right position on the nose, when you step back, you're in the right position to do a turn. That turn will put you back in the right position for a nose ride, and so on. So it's like, if you start in the right place, like, you come out of the nose ride in the right place for the next part of your wave. So that's the biggest thing. Put yourself in the right part of the wave. It's a weird one, but I love it. I love watching my kids surf. Forget competing. You know, like last night I stood in the rain for 3 hours watching people surf, trying to film waves for him. Like, I love it. So, and I definitely feel like I get as much buzz out of them surfing as I do surfing myself. Sometimes I'm happy and just sat on the beach watching them, which is weird, but it's true. unless it's pumping. And then it's like, okay, I'm in there. Almost more.
Because you don't have the pressure yourself.
No, it's more pressure, weirdly, watching the kids surf. And I think as all parents will know, they watch their kids, even if it's in like a local Grand Series event at your local surf club. Like, you just want your kids to do well. And there's something about, even if they don't win, you just want them to surf good. You want them to get a good wave and just be like, come out happy. And that's harder than myself surfing in contests. Like, I can deal with myself losing, you know, but seeing your kid upset and losing was like way harder. It's a weird thing, but there's no doubt that pressure is probably more. Like the finals, both the finals of the ISAs, Lukas in, felt like out of body experience. It's like, it's just, I've never felt that for myself, you know. So yeah, I don't know. My longboarding was very much about the big turns and always nose riding as well, but we were tapping those nose rides and then just wanting to like crack lips and draw big roundhouses, and that was my generation of longboarding. So I really enjoyed that switch, you know, when it became more traditional in the competing side of it. And then it came down to board design and what board I was riding to get that style of surfing out of yourself. So that's why it's really important to pick the right board when you know how you want to surf. Really makes a huge difference.